Okay, welcome to the Outpost Workshop, and today we are going to talk about uh, cottonwood bark. Uh, all cottonwood bark's not the same. It's good and it's bad. So when you're looking for cottonwood bark, if you know what you're going to carve, it helps. If you have an idea. So let's just look at some pieces. Uh, Here's a pretty good little piece, but the back is not, most cottonwood bark's going to be carved to hang. Unless you're doing whimsical houses stuff, or even some spirit places. You got flat bottom. But a piece like this, you make a good whimsical house because you can carve all the way around it. You can adapt. Let's see if I can, there you go. Adapt all of this into it to make it a nice little whimsical house. Something kind of like this I've been working on. This is made to hang flat, or because it's got a nice flat back, or it can sit because it's got a flat bottom. But that's just one in process. Here's another one. The big fork in it, split, which works out great because I started out with like little whimsical stuff with spirit faces in, green men hid in there. And every now and then you put a little whimsical stuff in there, little rock wall, little steps and stuff. So the big crack don't hurt. You can incorporate that into whatever you want. Some of the things you got to be real careful of are these big cracks right here. Trying to get it where you can see it. Right here. Right here. Right here. Uh, because this one, as you can see, it's already loose. So you go carve it in that. Get possible it's gonna break in two. So for like on this particular piece, I'll probably end up breaking it in two right here. Then I have a good piece here to carve in and a piece here. The other thing you want to be looking for is all this cracking right here. Trying to get where you can see it. Yeah, here we go. All right here. Like a little alligator skin or something on this turtle shell. Uh, ain't that's not gonna hold no detail at all. You're gonna have to cut down this far to start getting into it where you'll have some meat to carve into some good wood. But every piece is going to be that way. As you can see here on this one, got all that right down through there. But once you carve down to this side, that far, you're going to be in the good solid wood. Now, if you was looking at this piece to buy and you picked it up, and you just look this side, you think, okay, that's great. Got all that. But as you see the other side, as we just showing, you got to get through all that. But once you do, you're still going to have all this to work with. It's got a real good back out, good flat. And again, it's got the big cracks here, and how this piece is cracking right here on this side. So all this is going to come off, You're going to go down low to start getting into good solid wood. That's a good piece. Here's another good piece. This piece is real thick. You can see wide. Of course, it's got the crackling on it, the alligator skin, what you want to call it. That'll all come off. Every piece is going to have this flaky stuff on it. But one thing you have to look at for this piece, I don't know if I'll be able to show it to you on here. But right here, see if I can get, this is a hairline crack. And it's coming right down this side. And so when I start carving this piece, I have to be aware of that because it may want to split all the way down. On one side, you can see it, but the other side's good and solid. But you can fix that. I have a piece right here. You can see, trying to get it where, yeah, that's it right there. Got that big crack in it. It's already opening up. I'll just take a small screwdriver, put it down there, not force it, but just enough to hold it open just a hair more than what it is. And run glue down in there. I'll try to water my glue down a little bit so it runs more. And then put a clamp on it, let it set up for a couple of days, and then it should be ready to go. That'll be a good piece. I won't have to worry about it. Here's another good piece. We're talking about them cracks in here. See how that's got that big crack? That thing's pretty deep. About that deep. About that deep. But this is a really good piece. Come in here and I'll carve from here to here. I'll use this natural line for the top, this for the bottom, unless the side turns the other way, but kind of like that angle. And get that carved. That'll make a really good piece right there. A good flat back. You got, let's see. Here's another piece. When you start getting these long pieces, what you gotta look for is this curve. Lots of times they will bow. I don't know if you can see it. But if I put it up against something flat, you can see how it's bowed. Just like that big piece right there. That's a wonderful piece right there. Good, thick, but it has its problems too. It has a big bow in it. But this piece here, it has that big crack right here coming in. So I can actually cut it here and have two big pieces. I mean, this right here is like a $25 piece. I can get two out of it, or I can do it in whole. Now, as far as the price of cottonwood, I've seen it go from $8 a pound to $14 and $15 a pound. Depends on where you buy it, who you buying it from. Another piece, same way. It's got the big cracks. Kind of carve in between the cracks, unless you're doing whimsical houses, then you just blend all that into it and it works out great. Another small one, talking about the little cracks like that. This one has got the cracks. What I'll do with this particular piece is I'll put a face here, a face here, and a face here, and put three faces in that one, and that will work out great. So you just gotta be careful when you look at the cottonwood. There ain't no such thing as the perfect piece. We're all gonna have something wrong with it. Now, if you live out Montana stuff, well, I think a lot of this come from, it's free. But I'm in North Carolina, so we're having to pay for it. Luckily, I got a good friend who was a fellow Marine like myself that I deal with, and I get, he does me good, really good. But that's a little bit about cottonwood bark. A bigger piece don't necessarily mean a better piece. You gotta look for all this other little stuff. And the best thing to remember about cottonwood bark when you're carving it, have fun with it. Let your imagination run wild. If you ain't having fun, you don't need to be doing it. So remember, have fun. Wood carving is magic. God bless. See you next time.